Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. If you could, yeah, just momentarily. Check 1 2 1 2. Check check. Check 1 2 1 2. Audio check. Here, you hold this for a second.
Yeah. It's check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 1 2 C D E F G check. It's not.
It's in Keynote, and there's also a website here if that's in camera or after it leaves the camera. Did you bring your chair? Yeah. Okay, great. Appreciate it. Sure. Where'd you park at? Okay. Yeah, parking was a little funny because I was like, is this the like, what's happening?
I got some shade over there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it.
You're here too.
Okay.
Did you get it? The stream? Oh, great.
I don't know why it's just like this weird thing.
Is that in a good place? Should I move or what? That's fine.
Yeah. You already on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that here. And then do yeah, streamer.
Test 1 2 1 2.
Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test, test. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Somewhere between the mic, just a little bit. Between the mics and the receiver on the speaker. I think having a charging too is like amplifying it a little. So right before we start, we'll pull the cord out for charging. But it's still there a little bit without. If I have anything else that would be helpful.
test, 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 test.
Check, check, check. Check 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I mean, it sounds pretty good now. It's kind of hard to tell with all the noise.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Test, test. 1 2 3 4.
Is that still live?
Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3.
Sounds pretty good. It's weird. It depends on how I'm holding these, if I hear the static or not. Yeah, like it cuts in and out as I do this. It's very soft.
Test 1 2 3. Check 1 2 1 2.
It's just got that static. I think it's just interference, wireless interference. Go stand where the speaker's gonna be and test it. Over there? Yeah.
Check, 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 check. 1 2. Huh?
Take both of these, stand fairly close to the and see if we still get it.
Check, 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 check. Test, test. Turn this. Test, 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 test. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Checking.
Check, check. Check, 1, 2. Check, check, check.
Okay. We'll leave it out real quick so I can listen over here.
Check, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check, 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Sound better? Is the static gone?
Check, 1, 2, 3. Check, check.
Um, Mike's one of the speakers coming out of the camera. You gotta figure out. Better than some other times. As long as we're still hearing it.
mostly filming myself.
Did you need
Thank you. Check 1 2 1 2.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you. Is that it?
What?
There's no more over there. It's okay if this is it.
I have these too.
Thank you.
And I have some toppers too.
Yeah, oh, perfect.
Hopefully this is some. So if I'm holding this, because I thought I was gonna be like have a thing. So if I'm doing this, and then I should be okay.
All right, folks. Is this working? Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to get started. All right, folks, come on over. We're going to get started. Just turn off the lights. All right. Good creative mornings. First, we definitely have a few seats in the center here, front row, and on the, kind of right area. If you can't see or if you're not comfortable, we do have some chairs. We'd love you to fill in. Audience participation, just so over. Should we turn it down, that music? There we go. Welcome. I'm Prescott Perez. I'm the host of the Phoenix chapter of Creative Mornings. And we appreciate you all coming out. It's starting to get crisp in the morning. Are you feeling that? I mean, you got to wake up early, but overnight lows are about to get to 80. Okay, let's get started. Here's the core event today. So just a little bit of intro and shout outs and thank yous and stuff. And then I'm going to look past Aaron. Then we have the main talk with a little bit of Q&A. We have our 30-second spotlight coming up after that. A little bit of what's happening around town. And then we're going to take a group photo at the end and release you on your way. Okay? So let's get started. Now, Creative Mornings is a global endeavor. It's happening in, I can't read that from across the way there, 252 chapters in over 70 countries around the world, with a lot of talks and hours previously recorded, right? Who's here for the first time at a Creative Mornings event? Wow, that's a great number. Okay. Who is here from another chapter? Anyone? Oh, where are you visiting from? Atlanta. Excellent. Did I see another hand? No? Just Atlanta? Okay. I know. I wish Phoenix could have the word hot installed it, because how do they get? Yeah. We have like 3 versions of summer. We have summer, hot, and don't go outside. So welcome. Now, of the people who have been here before, who here has visited another chapter? Yeah, raise it. Where'd you go? In Boston? Okay, that counts. Aaron, how about you? Vancouver. Anyone else been to other chapters? Yeah. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Portsmouth, Kittering. They have a happening chapter over there. Anyone else? Yeah. Tucson. Okay, not too far from home. That's great. That's half the fun of Creative Mornings, is going to other cities and seeing the other chapters. And if you're ever traveling, take a look at what's happening in the other cities. Way to meet new people in other cities. Of the people who've been here before, it seems about 2/3, who here has made a business contact? Okay, that's a good amount. Who here's made a friend? Okay. Who here's found a date? Well. Okay. Oh, we got dates today. Ask again at some point. All right. That's homework. Make a friend. Make a business contact. Have a date. All right. Let's keep moving. So, Creative Mornings is made possible on a global scale by Adobe. And we could do the survey again. Adobe, you've heard of it? You're using it on a daily basis? All right. Not do our work without Adobe, and we appreciate contributing to the Creative Mornings endeavor and the whole project, underwriting the website and all the infrastructure that goes with it, right? And they have a new thing coming up, Adobe Live. And it's funny because we had like Adobe Creative Jam, and we have all these, there's all these like spin-off things. Adobe Live are one to the level up series that they did. It's kind of peer-to-peer conversation, more of a podcast. This one is almost more tutoring. So it's kind of like LinkedIn Learning, where we experts are some skills and some tutorials. And these are live streamed and recorded. So it's really a whole sort of archive of new stuff that you can learn and check out. And it's free. And we're going to put a link in the follow-up email. But it's good to see Adobe is still endeavoring to help out the creative people all around. Okay, so we thank them, of course, for their ongoing support. And on a local level, thank you to our local sponsor. There we go. For breakfast and coffee, we thank our longtime sponsor, our AIGA Arizona, as well as Hello Creative Solutions, who brought the dates, the gluten-free today. So we appreciate that. Hey, Laurie. AIGA Arizona is the Professional Society for Design, the chapter here in Arizona. I don't see Corey in the house. Anyone else a member? Members? There we go. And we appreciate their ongoing support for the chapter and for, in specific, the breakfast and the coffee. And then we also appreciate our venue sponsor, Chic Artistry Studio. Yeah. This is my first time here. It's great to see such a capacity crowd as well, and overflow. Shout out in the corners over there. There are still some spaces if you folks are kneeling or otherwise uncomfortable. We appreciate that. Alicia, you want to see words? And how it got started and anything that's on and off.
So grateful for you guys being. Sorry, it's a little tight. The capacity is like 65. I love it. So there's anything you can think of. We host exhibits, we host one-off events, pop-ups. So anything that you do that is creative, launching a project, launching a music video. I mean, anything. We top of accommodating like public. We're trying to build an internal ecosystem of creative. So I would prefer to have a very strong core of operating from the space. That means in the class, consistent, reliable offerings is really important. So if you want to, just we'll talk, and I'm thankful for you.
Appreciate it. And volunteers. So this is a volunteer-led organization, and here's our chapter. That's everywhere that's on. Yeah, to get caught up in work. And Nicole is not on the door today. She's one of our recent additions to the volunteer team. Everybody here gives time during the month, and of course on Monday, to make this happen. And it's a lot of work, and I'm so thanks to the great team that we have assembled. So I appreciate that. Snap it up, yeah. And if you would like to help us, is seeking in all of these areas, and to highlight one or two that need some bolstering. Photography, like now, the great here, and it's also shot a few in there. So today we're kind of lousy with photographers, but it's great to have a call. The same newsletters. Low stakes. Your newsletter's not great. Okay, I'll leave it there. And if you want to involved, grab one of us. Volunteers for your room here. Yeah, you saw our faces, but you don't have to memorize. And come talk to us, or just reply to any of the messages you get in your inbox. It'll come back to the chapter. Okay, so did we have a reader today? Okay, I'll read it. Okay, do this manifesto. Now. I'm gonna read it. You can read it with me. What am I gonna do? Creative. Okay. Everyone is creative. A creative life requires bravery, honesty, and hard work. Support you, with you, and encourage you to make the things you love. We believe in the power of community. We believe in giving a damn. We believe in face-to-face connections, others, and high fives. We bring together people who are driven by passion and purpose by one another in the neighborhoods and cities around the world. Everyone is welcome. There we go. All right. Thank you. And thank you to Erica out here. Like next time. The color. Okay, let's talk about our theme. This is Nakhlah, which is the Arabic word for, and it was illustrated here by Rahaf Al-Badri. And it was a chapter, remember, it's one of the Saudi chapters. Khobar, yes, that sounds right. Is it listed here? I can't even tell. Yeah, that's right, Khobar chapter. We have several chapters in Saudi Arabia, by the way. And to give you of our theme today. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you, I didn't pick so I have my own name tag. Oh, braiding sweet. Hey, that book like changed the way I think about trees, which is crazy because I grew up in a town called Maplewood, and you check the story of the the Western red cedar. Not to be confused with which is actually a juniper. But let's leave it there. Western cedar. It's probably what your pet furniture is made of. There. And I'll welcome up the person to my team, Nicole Underwood.
Hello?
There you go.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Briefly introduce you. Nicole is a you may remember her as the opening musician from a few months. More about her background and life and interpretation of the palm and how that figures into things. That's okay. Okay, take it away,
Thank
Nicole.
you. Gosh, I see so many familiar. Not hearing you guys like buzzing around. Like, hi. I need some energy. Hello. Okay, everybody's like. Everybody, this is my mom. She drove to look all cute to wear a theme. Let's chance. Look at these. She's on theme, everybody. You cute. All right. I got her a hug. Like away, sit down. I got to sit out. Okay. I advance. Have my slides, please. So this is like the entertainment portion. So my name's Nicole. I do a lot of things. A second, but I brought a preface. Happens more. Which was rare for. Did my breathing exercises. Did my whole morning routine. My talking points. On, well, did the whole thing, forgot that none of this and I'm singing it over the whole picture palm tree, meditating on palm trees, meditating on like the palm of my hand. I'm all about like a cool theme. So I had this vision in my mind, like I want to have this whole spread of dates. I want to do like chocolate dip dates with like peanut butter that I've seen on TikTok. And last night it was, I'll just do a bowl of dates and through some like, when I rolled up, I got it. Like it totally shifted my energy. I'm like, okay, I can let go. Like, it's not a big deal. And I'm like releasing and I'm letting go, but like it's not working. Like, no, I really need those dates. I was like talking to, if you team, this team it up for them. Seriously. They're so hard. They're volunteer led. 2 people on the team offered to go to my house, which is like right down the street on Palm Lane. I know. And get it for me. And that's really kind. No, but like you're working, it's fine. And Raquel, like give it up for Raquel. Where is she at? She probably wasn't even like expecting to be called out. She's like, girl, I got you. It's fine. Not a big deal. We've got like 10 minutes back. Show me the dates. That was really sweet of you. It's like in it. So there was a right moment to ask for help. Out in a nutshell. So if you have to go and you've got to do other work to do, like that's what this talk is about. So really nice to meet you. But if you're for the whole talk. So the power of last weekend, I had a friend at Vovo. I'm fully. She's also part of the Creative Morning. And a few months ago, it was I think in June. For the month of July, I wanted of social media. So I offered my time here to say, I want to open palm energy, kind of planting seeds, right? See the tree analogy and everything. Planting seeds, and I was going to practice being off. I was doom scrolling like everybody else, and I was feeling present and connected to community. So I offered my time to my house. I'll make you tea. If you have a project, I've got some skills. I can like help you out. I said, yeah, let's do it. And we've met the election team on a project that she's working on. I look over. Can you guys hear me? Am I speaking? Okay. Hello. I'll speak really loud, but if you can. Hartman on the floor. He was like probably in his 70s. And I took note of him. I thought, like, I hope he's okay. No. And then I saw his wife walk up and bring his food. I decided to go up to them and just like have a little conversation. Something spurred me to do it. And they opened, talk about his condition and that he's got a titanium valve right now to pump his heart while he's on. It's like 12 in the country or the whole world. I can't really remember, but it struck me. They were grounded. His wife Anna drove up. You can tell that they probably just regularly, and he's like waiting to get a heart transplant. And I thank them for their time, for his story. And he's like, I really appreciate your questions and asking. He's like, are you in the medical field? He seems like, no, I'm like intuitive and I'm a nerd and like I just want to connect with you. So he's like, well, if you find anybody and a little low on hope, let them know it's on its way. And went about my day. Let me look around. Our theme, Nakhlah, you've never heard that word. That was a word to me before this. Means single date palm. Please enjoy one. Get in the theme with me. Palms provide food, fiber, wood, shelter, and nourishment in environments like the desert. Palms also have a very deep spiritual meaning, especially in the Middle East and in other parts of the world. It can mean the fruit of what you produce, what you experience, right? Lineage. So as I was doing a little bit of research, I also noticed these themes around fertility, abundance, provision, strong peace, victory. So at the front of my house, I actually live on Palm Lane. This is no joke. So that was my house right there. It's a bunch of palms and using a lot of great fruit, which is cool to see. It's also providing a lot of food for the birds that flock onto my yard. My cat, not so cute for me as circle of life, right? But I also thought about the theme around palms, like the palms that we often live our lives with closed fist selves. We protect, but there's also an idea of having an open palm to receive, to flow, to care for others, to care for ourselves. And then we get into the deeper themes. And there's so many similarities with trees and with ourselves. Trees give us grounding, it gives us nourishment, it gives us flow. We have veins in our bodies, have lines in our hands, like a trunk, in our lungs. Breathe. We have a lot. See these trees every day. If you're not familiar with downtown Phoenix, there is literally a street lane walks up. I really wanted this venue, so I'm like, all right, maybe we can go on a walk afterwards if you want. But it's a block with palm trees from it's like 7th Avenue to the 5th Freeway. So we're where the heart is, and I'm where that little green dot is. So I live very close, and of palms right on my block. But I went deeper today, and I'm going to this because there's a lot of going deeper roots of who we are. Palm resilient, resists storms with the tide, with the turbulence, and so how do we also learn from a palm tree when it comes to roots? When it comes to feed or the fruit appears. The computer's there. So a little bit about my roots. She didn't know she was going to be part of the present. So I'm not going to go into so that's my grandma. Shout out to my grandma. She passed away a few years ago, but she's great. These are strong women in my bloodline that have created a foundation for me and also a foundation for this community. I was part of the Roosevelt Row Arts District for a still participate, but this event, which was about 2010, 2011, was a picture taken of me going to so I love a good pie. We have like pie dates, and that's Annie. And this moment changed everything. I became a 29-year-old director of an organization after volunteering with a number of community groups. A lot of, if you're not in Phoenix, it's just a few blocks south of 7th Street to 7th Avenue to about Fillmore Street is what's known as the Rose District. So we made threes, we had a bunch of events. That was one of my first in Phoenix Center for the Arts. We had the director as well. I'm off girl in what's now your gallery, I know. And so back in the day, this was like 2013, car free at the place. And it's a great gallery now. You have to go see it. It's like right down the street. But there was a gate, so I always felt like caged in. I'm going way too much into detail. This is like step 4, so got to pick it up. But this was like one of the pie socials I went to at a pop
one of the and Roosevelt, a lot of change, a lot of creativity. And I was super inspired seeing all these people come together, the event producers from who just loved art, loved creativity, loved participating, and I was hooked. So there was like over 100 local businesses within a short, galleries, music venues, and there was always just something to see, something to do, somebody to meet. Bird energy, I was just like, I was in my zone. This was a board at the time, and we had a fundraiser that said, "We exist because of you." Like that was the work that we were doing. And so there was an intersection of love and community, but really it was because of the people. So a lot of these and come together organically. You didn't even have like we did droves. One of the first communities I did in was an urban to volunteer at called Grow House on 6th Street and Garfield, and it was a really, so the roots started to grow and the seeds were planted. Right. But the resilience. So behind the scenes, since birth, I've had digestion in my intestines and my internal system. So as big-hearted as I was to love on the community and participate, I had a lot of roadblocks as well, and it prevented me from always being at the top of my game. I kept showing, and often, I mean, I've been in the ER, 20, 30 times when I was a kid, and a few times when it was, and I'd show up. But the community did, and they would rally and get back on your feet, and you keep going. And after a time, I started consulting with long-term participants between 2016 to about 2022. But I just missed community. A lot of people were moving. People, do other. The connectivity wasn't there anymore. We were growing, we were changing, didn't know where my place was. And so I had this crazy idea. I just do musicians, I got a backyard, maybe I can like go to the thrift store and just do a little and but and I painted this for like little end tables. I kind of made like an impromptu living room. Why am I over here? There is the love. And it was a success. There was about 50, 60 people that showed up in my backyard from the community, new people, and they got to see live music and people that I deeply love and adore. That's Kyle, who's now in LA, making waves, doing great things, part of House of Stairs. And this was, I think, like 2018. And just amazing musicians. I did it. Rolled out my piano from my room to like see. Just like showed up. This one was actually well, in both events, I had friends that showed up with lighting, sound, and you're like, oh yeah, I've got that. That's super cool. I'm like, I can pay you in like here in pizza. I still pay you one day. My first one, and they were more than happy to. This one was like the day after a community event in Coronado. Somebody showed up with a cake. Nobody rolled a weight drum, but we like it was a vibe. So I was inspired. Okay.
it started growing, and somebody who saw that I played piano, it's like, hey, players, we need somebody to play the piano at Mount Orchid. Can you book, that space? Yeah, sure. There were like 2 piano players available. So I'm like, shit, like, what do I do? This is like my first book. And so I asked them, do you know? I knew about 3 or 4, and I booked somebody from my cell phone as I'm volunteering at a music festival at Arco Santi. They showed up. I never even met them. Seemingly it went well because then I saw opportunities to book there, and it grew into about 4 weeks at the Pemberton Mount Orchid, booking talent and working with musicians, providing a vibe. And it was amazing. It's still going strong. Number of like other musicians that went through the space. Just keep going. He'll tell me when to shut up. Okay. This also started growing into pop-up events. This was actually during COVID, a safe, distanced event outside. But like a no risk. Camille Sledge from Phoenix Afrobeat Orchestra and Sister Sledge was also doing some of her own independent work. And she reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm really nervous. I'm like releasing one of my first singles and I want to like test it out with an audience. Would you mind like producing the event? And I've never seen Camille Sledge nervous in her life. Like she is larger than life and completely comfortable on stage. But for a moment, she was a vulnerable solo artist that just wanted to have an intimate experience. So I'm like, girl, I've got you. So we got some candles. This was at Papago Park at the amphitheater out there. Didn't need a permit because there was no permits going around because it was COVID, everything was shut down. So I just like sprinkled out, some candles. Everybody went on like a mini little hike journey to get there from the parking lot. And about 50 people showed up and had a really beautiful impromptu experience with like this gorgeous backdrop. So it grew. We have a few musicians in the crowd that also participated in this event. There was another backyard show. This now was not my backyard. This was somebody else's gorgeous backyard with this incredible tree. There was like 20 pictures that I wanted to put up here, but there was a professional lighting designer that actually built a rig to make sure that the lighting looked immaculate. There was about 70 people that came to this, people that I didn't know, some people that had donations and was able to even participate more in it. And it was amazing. Camille wanted to work with me again, invited some of her musician friends, and it was just a really magical night. This was one of our full moon experiences. It led me to be able to book at Arizona Wilderness, which I've been booking there for about 5 years now. We're going to be starting next week. So Thursdays, live music, come by, support your live local music scene. The humble days, like it was like literally a rug that somebody gave me, just rolled it out because they didn't have a stage, and booked some music. AJ O'Neill, a number of musicians, and it's grown and grown. It's gotten some press. This was like the early days, or again around like 2018 when everything was kind of going and flowing. And it inspired me to mix it up. Now I'm like riding this wave. What would it be like to mix musicians and chefs? We've got so many other amazing talent in town. What if they inspired each other to create an event? So we did an event called Senses based on MF Doom, and Chef Stephen Jones of Larder and Delta that used to be on Portland collaborated with Garrison Jones, who I've worked with before, to create this whole musical experience and pairing dishes that were inspired by MF Doom's music. And then I started creating Lyrics on the Lawn. This is now with poets, spoken word artists, and different performers with musicians to share stories and share art and share music and have jazz or another impromptu band partner with them. So not necessarily like a backup band, but a collaborator in an experience to gather people together. And this has all grown from the roots in Roosevelt Row to get people together and to inspire people to create, to dream, to grow, and to meet new people. Even inspired me to do my own music. I get really nervous about this. So it's really easy to grow and give and share and serve. It's so hard to do it for yourself. Yeah? Is everybody else? Yeah. See, we're all like, oh my God. That's that close fist energy, and it's really hard, but you gotta take a leap. So I'm still doing some stuff. That is a whole other presentation. 7 minutes. So then the wave kind of dimmed down. And about 4 years ago, I just felt like I needed to take a break. So I moved on Palm Lane. I got this awesome Forerunner, started going camping, started going paddleboarding. I've been paddleboarding with a number of people in this room, some of my love language, and just being able to be grounded and explore. I got a boring but awesome state job with reliable income and benefits. Shout out to the medical system. But I was still able to connect with communities, still able to do some shows here and there, but it shifted a lot. And I kind of lost myself along the way. Like, what is this new chapter? What thing am I shedding? What's growing in its place? I haven't really known. And I've kind of just been wandering, still connecting, still growing, but not with like a clear direction. This talk kind of anchored me. When I had an opportunity to do this in March, I'm like, yes, I'm still doing some shows. I've got some kind of idea. There's something that I can talk about. I was kind of nervous. I'm like, I'm not really working on anything right now. Like, what do I talk about? So I'm building up. And then this happened. This was a month ago. I was really nervous about putting this in because I didn't want to make this talk about the accident. But there was a reason why. So sometimes there's blocks in your path. And literally this is me coming from a new moon paddleboarding experience with a girlfriend. We had a great time flying home from the 202, and there was a tire I'm so sorry. There was a tire in the lane, and I didn't see it until I had a split second to respond, and I had to take it on, and it caused my car to flip and totaled my Forerunner. I really loved that Forerunner. She was cute. She was taking me on a lot of adventures, and my car was totaled. I'm okay, clearly, thank God. And when the car spun, it almost felt like I was in the middle of a washing machine, and no broken bones. I had this big bruise on my leg. I don't even know how I got it, and that was it. Nothing cut, no blood. The car stopped on its side. I'm a little disoriented. Get up. There's 4 EMTs that were already driving next to me. And they saw me. They were immediately there before anybody else was deployed. And I was safe. I was good. They got me out of the car. And then just everything happened, right? The tow truck comes, everything else transpired. But people showed up. There was a friend that happened to be up. I texted 4 people to get me off of the highway. She showed up within 10 minutes. And these are things that you hope, but I don't think in my mind, oh my God, I'm so connected, I'm so part of community, I'm gonna be good. I'm glad to be alive, and I don't really care about anything else. If I've got my blood in my veins and I've got people that I can call, I'm pretty much the richest person that I know. And I just let it take me. A day later, somebody from the music community who also is rents cars, he offered me a car, which I actually didn't need because somebody else offered me a car. He's like, oh yeah, I'm filming up in Canada. You can borrow my car for 2 months. It's good. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then the other friend took me to the tow yard, all of the things that would have been really stressful. Just every day there was somebody that was showing up. And so I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. My wonderful family donated some money. I'm like, I'm good. I can take out a loan. We're just gonna get past this. But I took a beat. I'm like, I could probably use some more help. But I was really scared to ask. I didn't really want to put my life out on blast like that. And I had to remember that as much as I care about people, that there's also people that care about me. And it's okay to ask for help. Woo! So I did. And this was the hope that I was talking about earlier. So as I'm like healing, as I'm like getting, insurance figured out and all that stuff, which I didn't owe anything because I didn't, anyway, I don't need to go down that road. There was a little heart. Do you see it? In the middle of my it's right there. And I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. Everything's fine. Just take a breath. Like literally, as nerdy as this sounds, like this is what like got me through. And that stayed for like a good, the heart only stayed for a few days because then it just kept changing color and we don't need to show all those slides. But it stayed for about a week and a half. And then people showed up. And this isn't even all the money that was raised. And I had in my mind, if I hit even $4,000, that would be amazing. If I hit 6, then I only have to take out a small loan. It was at almost $10,000. And people will show up for you. And it doesn't have to be a thing where like, am I worthy of it? Or if I show up more, people will show up more for me. Just show up the way that you are with the gifts that you have and watch things unfold when there's something that you need. This was not going to be part of my talk. And I did not think of this at the accident, but at some point during my healing journey, there was a moment I'm like, shit, I've got to put this in my talk. So I was really coming here to encourage people to volunteer, get involved in community. And sometimes it doesn't even have to look that literal, like volunteering, although you should. Creative Mornings is a great place to volunteer. They're looking for people. You can talk to them afterwards. But it also means showing up for yourself in the days when nobody's watching, or calling a friend, or calling your mom. She's always wanting me to call her. You can never call your mom enough. Or simply saying hi to somebody in a coffee shop. So what have we learned today about open palm energy and tree energy and staying grounded and rooted like a palm? It's okay to shed. It's okay to let go. It's okay to lean in. When you grow, lean in even more. Be willing to take risks. Be willing to make mistakes. Know your capacity, but also be open to what's on the other side. Change is okay. It's inevitable, so might as well flow with it. Be willing to share your gifts. Everybody has a gift. You do not have to be a stereotypical talented artist in order to have a gift to share. And that can really mean something like volunteering for a friend who might have lost somebody in their family and cooking a meal for them. It might mean showing up for your church. I mean, there's a myriad of reasons. These are lessons that we've heard, we hear it time and time again, but there's moments when it really hits home. So being able to share your fruit. And also, oh, come on, be willing to receive too. Open palms are not just about giving, it's also about receiving. It's also being about willing to receive the love that's out there for you. And it's a practice. You gotta do it every day. It's as small as brushing your teeth, so you can like take that as a lesson and like file it away. But it also can really mean asking for help, having somebody go down the street for you to bring dates because you're so attached to everybody having fruit. And I have to say this one thing. I was like sitting in the back thinking about the lesson that just happened. I was actually sharing some dates before the talk because like my whole idea was like, I'll have plenty of time to just pass them out. Sometimes people will accept your gift. Trust the timing. Some people don't want your gift. There's a lot of people like, I don't need time. Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to share your gifts. I wanted to really share it with this front row. I couldn't do it. It's okay. Keep showing up, keep sharing, keep asking, keep getting in. She was a lesson to us all. I mean, there's so many talented people that we can look to that have lived this out fully, boldly, loudly. You do not have to be a superstar in order to live a similar life as hers, where she would give and and she would give, and we will never know. That's kind of right. This is what creates community. For the helper, be one. It's not. I've got a few more gems before we wrap. This. I was gonna forget. Ooh, my hands are shaking. Okay. So I was driving the other day. I was kind of thinking about this thing, and it kind of just came over me. You know, I was raised in faith. I still am a person of faith, and even if you don't go to church or if you don't believe in God, there is an energy from higher power. There is spirit. You feel that you can flow with it. And when you create, it happens when you meet with other people. It's just there. Tap in or not, it's the life that we live here. And as I was driving, I thought about what the river taught me as well, about flowing, about blocks being removed, about trusting and having faith. You're where you need to be, and you're going to be okay about whatever's around the corner. And I thought about palm oil and how it moves water. And just this idea of, as you're moving through with the oil of faith that is on you, of just believing that when you things are going to move water to forward. I know is up in there. So if there's a tire in your pocket, there's with it, it's okay. You're going to be fine. But hope is going to come. You have faith that it will. And that doesn't have to mean something religious. That's just for you. And that's the gift that the universe gives us. Thank you. Stay connected with me. I am on the Zenith Experiment on Instagram, and this is for my email. Do you mind? Say hello. Let's grab coffee. Stay connected. Thanks, guys. Q&A.
Just a wee bit. And we will put those links in the wrap-up email as well. So if you didn't photograph it, it's okay. Not so much a question, but a comment. So I think about the phrase, but in Phoenix, we don't have like grass, so like just doesn't have the same connotation. But maybe we could start saying palm to palm, like, you know what I mean? But a palm tree, like, you know, get outside and touch a palm tree. Same thing, same difference. I don't have a ton of questions. We don't have a ton of time, but if anyone has questions for Nicole, I can run around with the mic and you can ask, and then we can keep the conversation going. Questions? Anyone? Wow, shut them down. Oh, here we go, Rachel.
Hi. When you started the event in the backyard, did you even have money or how am I going to, or did you just reach out? What was your thought?
So, great question. So I happened to actually be living with the singer I booked at the time. That was an advantage, but she was also going through a hard time, and it was something that I brought up to her to just, you know, she's been doing a lot of shows, and she encouraged me to do it. She offered her time, but she also said this would be really healing for me. You know, I haven't sung in a while since, you know, the sing. So and it was this for her to be. And then, yes, I started to ask for donations and grow. And there was actually some of the events I've done previously, the most recent backyards on the lawn show, I was able to raise $2,000 asking.
Okay.
Nicole would call me and say, just hop right into it. Okay. I just don't know if anyone's going to show up. And then
I don't remember this.
yeah, the first time it was like 50, and then it grew to like 75. And the last time she had a concert on the grass in the front yard, she said, I think 200 people were there. It was amazing.
Okay, maybe one more. One for the road, anyone? Oh, okay, we have one.
Thank you for sharing so much about your journey, Nicole. I just wondered, do you have directions for like the areas you want to next grow in? And if you don't mind sharing with us.
Thank you so much for to answer that, because I think it was on one of these cards. So the answer is, I don't know. There is some music that I'm still creating, both my own independent music, a duo project that I'm part of, but that was kind of another part. Like, we are also in the book of our own lives, we're living our chapter. And there's this sense, especially since the accident, that it felt like a full, like 4-year closure moment. Some things will carry on into the next, but some things are going to be left behind. So I'm living the story right now and trying to discover what that is. But in doing so, roadmap, to start taking risks again, leaning in, producing more shows, but also being open to things I haven't even explored yet.
Okay, I think we'll have to wrap there. Thank you very much. Okay, we got a few more things to wrap up on. Is it the wrong? Oh. Okay, this 30-second spotlight is next. So before I go into this, I want to give a quick shout out. I forgot to mention it at the top that we have some people to thank. So we have Waters, courtesy of Chris and his company. He sponsored the branded water. I don't know if you saw that. And then FlexTowel is the name of his company. We'll see him in just a minute. And then we also Andrew with some chairs that we borrowed. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. And this is all community stuff. So we appreciate it. Okay, 30-second spotlight is our live kind of want ads, personals, whatever. More like offerings and stuff. And so you could get a chance to ask the community for something or offer something. So this could be job postings, this could be furniture, this could be something to do with animals, anything, dates, I don't know. Like, come collect the dates from my tree, they're about to fall. That's part of it too. I would say, if you have one, how much time do we, that clock's not right. This clock's not moving at all. Okay, we only got a few, 30 seconds for real. If you have something to offer, to share, I would say, come right here, I'll give you the mic, and then you can, say one at a time. And I would say the events are coming up just after it. Okay, spotlights, join me up while we're, come on up. While we're assembling, I have one. So my company is actually hiring for several roles. So in April, I started at a local architect in Scottsdale, and we are hiring for an executive assistant and also a project accounting coordinator. And I also believe a senior project manager, which is essentially, so if I'll put that in the wrap up, but if you or someone you know is in the architecture space and looking for a job, definitely check out those and we'll get more specific. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna get it to everyone, but let's get started. Okay, 30 seconds, introduce yourself, say what you are offering, what's available, or what you're looking for.
My name is Steffi. And we'll look for a space in the Biltmore area, 7th Street and High Camelback and Xavier. Looking for a tenant. My name is Steffi.
All right, thank you. Okay, next one up, come on.
My name is Dra. I also go by Kate. I'm a founder and creative director for Contagion Media. We're an art agency, and our mission is to make artists more important. We also have a magazine and a podcast. So basically, we're just looking for artists of all mediums that have a very inspiring story and are breaking artistic boundaries. If you guys want to maybe be considered for an editorial submission, feel free to check us out at Contagion Media and Instagram. And yeah, just connect with us.
All right, appreciate it.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Annie Eldon. I'm the marketing administrator for Sounds Academy. We provide music education to kids that can't normally afford it in the area. And we are looking for teachers. I think choir, guitar, and I believe there's one or two more. So if you are into music, teaching, and
Hi, I'm the one from Atlanta. Launch ever, which was really exciting. But I'm here with my mom because she is doing cancer treatment. That's why I'm in town. And so I'm looking for a space for me to do some bigger pieces. If anyone has, I mean, it could be a room in your house. I don't care as long as you don't mind me getting paint everywhere. So come see me. I'll be around.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tifa Holman. I am the curator over at Walter Warehouse. We're having an awesome event called Fresh Flood on September 17th, and there's a bunch of like 120 paintings. If you've never been there, it's kind of like an adult playground with art cards and all kinds of stuff, but it's gonna be super fun. If you're free on a Thursday night from 7 to 12 midnight, 7 p.m. to 12, come on by. I do have some more of these. So come on.
Grab a flyer here
Say hi.
as well.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mariana Eubanks. I enjoy doing them. I'm currently looking for art markets. So if you know of anywhere on Sundays as a shift worker, I unfortunately can't do any on Saturdays. I'm also looking for volunteer opportunities on Sunday through Tuesday. So if you know of anything, hit me up.
Hello, everybody. I am Max. I want to ask, how many of you here work with teams or conduct team building activities at your work or in your communities, in your business? Okay, yes, definitely. So by background, I do improv comedy, and next month I'm doing an event where I'll be showing how you can use some of those fun improv games and use them as team building events at work, or community, in business, or anything. So I'm doing that through a young professional group called GET, Growing Emerging Talent. It's 30 located in this area. It's still TBD. So if you're interested, please come by. I'll send more info. But I do want to shout out to Rachel. She's going to do a similar event right here in Creative Mornings next month. So you should definitely go to that. Thank you.
Are these all events? The next couple? Okay, hang on for a sec, just for the events. Y'all gotta follow directions here. Oh, we don't even have time for this. Become a sponsor.
No, we do.
Okay, Chris, you want to start it?
Okay, so we have the event for October. We have a venue space lined up that I'm really excited about. How many of you are familiar with the band The Format? All right, so they have an event space downtown in the warehouse district, and we need a partner to help cover the cost of event insurance. We are looking at about $125 to $150 if you're a business, or if you are an individual and you want to toss in $25 to cover the cost of being able to have the event there. It'll be in at the end of October, and that's it. Go see Chris.
She said what Chris was going to say. I forgot to update that slide, but that's essentially it. That should be, and then ongoing. And then I'll open it up to the in September event series. You here, definitely going to want to next. Run right here at the Art Museum this year. No, it's at the Convention Center. Which is also a cool place. Up in October, but we still have advanced pricing, which is a slight discount that's coming. So you and your team, Prince, Friday and Saturday, 23rd and 24th of October, and then there's a week of events all around town to follow that. If you host an event normally, you could submit that event to the Creative Mornings or Phoenix Design Week schedule, and our event is going to be on the 30th of October as one of the closing events for Phoenix Design Week. And I think, this is the wink nudge announcement, I think we're gonna repeat the tradition from last year of doing the brunch after party, because that was very fun. So if you can, yeah. So spend the whole morning with us and then have brunch. So that's coming up. We also have this event here, and I have to turn and read it. Tend and Create, which is a creative wellness retreat coming up at the end of September, and it's right here in town in Scottsdale. And this is an event where you can make things, relax, meet people, hang around, and enjoy a little bit of a rest and reset. And I would say get in touch with Kristen, who wrote about this. Is Kristen here? No? Okay. We'll write it up. We'll give you all the links and everything. That's coming up. Okay, and then from the audience here, if you have events, let's hear about them, and we can record that in wrap-up email as well. Introduce yourself, say what's going on.
Sounds good. Good morning. My name is Biebery, and I am a musician around town. Thank you. And I have a Billie Holiday show coming up. So jazz lovers and Billie lovers, it's called Billie by way of Biebery. So it's going to be not in me like trying to sound like her, but an interpretation through my view. It's coming up in Maysville. Louis Nash is on drums, along with some other names that you probably know from the jazz scene. So you're invited. It will be a pop-up event, one night only. I'm from Texas. It's a Southern listening room. So like this. Yeah.
Am I able here? I'm Gail. How many of you either live or work in Midtown? A lot of Midtown, okay. By virtue of living and working in Midtown, you are members of an organization called the Midtown Neighborhood Association. There is no dues. We have quarterly. One of them is coming up, so it's going to be across the street at East Bite. So I've got some flyers. I'll ask for an RSVP just for the amount of time, amount of people. But Midtown Neighborhood Association, super organization. We generally have people from Valley Metro, the police, sometimes. So what's in the community? To see you September.
Hello. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for having us all here. There's such a buzz in the room. I love being in spaces where there's a bunch of shell shaker. You may have seen some of my murals around town. I do things. Creative Collective, and we are hosting studios on September. And we are teaming up with a local social justice org called A in Each Pair Equity. We are going to be having multiple performances as well as different workshops about know your rights. I really believe in the juncture between being an artist and having a profound impact on the society that we live in. So it is a good time to come together and meet people and, learn the ways in which you can promote social change in our community. So come out September 13th from 12 to 5 o'clock. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angelique Kane. I'm the executive director at Phoenix Center for the Arts. We are located right on 3rd Street, a block or two away from this location. I wanted to invite you all. So every year we have an annual festival, the Phoenix Festival of the Arts. And the biggest point I want to leave is that we always have an entertainment stage. And historically, we've invited bands. And last year we tried something new, and we invited individual artists to sign up so that they could perform, have a festival performance experience. This year we are still offering that, but it's tweaked a little. So we're gonna have, we call Phoenix Festival of the Arts PFA. It will be PFA Idol. It's an opportunity for individual artists to come perform in our theater at 3rd Street Theater, located at 1202 North 3rd Street. We have several resident organizations. This particular organization that we're partnering with to host this event is Rising Youth Theater, and they will be conducting the Liz Learman's critical response process. So we want it to be fun, but we also want the artists that will be performing to leave with some feedback that can help them be better. And they will go through, the audience will have live voting, and then they will vote to have the performing artists that will be featured at our festival. So that will take place on October 14th at 3rd Street Theater, which is located at 1202 North 3rd Street. If you are a performing artist, you know a performing artist, please invite them to come and participate, because we are a community arts center and we want our festival to be the communities. So we're inviting anyone who wants to perform. This is an opportunity. Sorry, am I going too late? Okay, this is okay. Thank you.
Okay, let's take this thing home.
Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Sharday. I'm an artist liaison here at Chic Artistry Studios and a curator. So if you have any works that you're working on, please reach out. And I also wanted to mention that I do art like tour experiences at Omnicultural Corp. It's a new gallery in Mesa. So if you're interested, we have the next tour on the 20th. So please let me know and I can give you the information.
Okay. Thank you. So, yeah. I appreciate that you can stay a little bit overtime just to wrap this up. There's a lot going on. This community always has a lot of events. Like for our size, you know, other places, Kittering even, has like 200 people going to every Creative Morning events. But we have a lot of other stuff, which is great. In the future, next month, you can tell us in advance about your events, and we will record it ahead of time. Am I cutting in and out again? We'll record it ahead of time, and if you have an image like this, we can include that. So that may be a more succinct way to tell us about your event. And usually it's only for the next month. Then we like to tell you again and again, months in advance, until the meeting. The next meeting, we have one of our own. And Rachel, very sharp. Rachel is going to be speaking on the global theme of current, and it's going to take place at the Bridge Improv. It is in Phoenix, right? It's in Mesa. I'm sorry. Wow. And we'll let you know when the sign up goes live. It should be ideally in a few days because it's coming right up around the corner. If you want to learn about the events as they launch, join the newsletter. If you signed up for this event, you are not automatically on the newsletter. You have to join the newsletter. And you can do that on CreativeMornings.com, any page. I'll also send you, because you came to this event, I will send you a wrap-up email that does not put you on the newsletter forever. So please sign up to the newsletter so you can learn about what's happening. And of course, your homework for next time is to bring a friend and make a friend. And bring a date. And make a date. Everyone's going to be like, I'll go my date. Okay, and the last thing here, which we love, is if we can join up and take a group photo, maybe in front.